Today, I will be building a massive Japanese castle, and in fact, I've already finished it, and it is right in front of me. But if you guys want to see it, you guys are going to have to like, subscribe, and wait till the end of the video, and watch till the end, because it is an absolutely insane castle. Actually, I'm going to show it to you right now. Just kidding, you thought I was actually going to show it to you. Imagine. But yeah, let's get started on this build. To start off the build, I built pillars in the 4 main corners where I would start the terraces, or pretty much the platform as to where I was going to place my castle on. Then I built out 10 blocks out of the corners, so that way I can build up my terrace in sort of like a steps fashion, which I thought would look really cool. And to build the terraces, I had to use a mod called World Edit, because it would have taken me 50 hours to build these terraces if I didn't, because placing a block individually block by block would absolutely suck. And thanks to me building the guidelines beforehand, it made it a whole lot easier for me to be able to use World Edit to make this terrace. Now, building the steps up and through the terrace was a little bit more difficult just because I wasn't really using World Edit for this, but it wasn't absurdly difficult. Honestly, I thought it was really cool building this stairs all the way up through the entire terrace just because I got to see what the inside of this place looked like, and it was massive on the inside. So starting with the castle, I quickly measured out and built a platform that I'd build the castle in this small little hut or barrack thing on. So originally when I started building this small barracks, I was watching or looking at a picture of a Japanese castle, but I didn't like how it looked like the Minecraft castle that I was looking at, so I just restarted and winged it because I think I had enough experience to build it. And I was right, because look at this thing. It's beautiful. Starting the castle, I went around figuring out how to place the pillars and where to place them because I've never built a Japanese castle before, and therefore I was in the blind dust. That was a horrible reference. I don't think that anyone has ever said that before. But regardless, I was just placing stuff and figuring out where stuff would go by myself. Then I actually started to get somewhere, placing pillars every 3 blocks away, so that way it would be spaced out enough as to where it would look nice, but it wouldn't look crammed. Afterwards, I built a blue outline just to show where the center of the thing was for the second floor. And with that in place, it made it a whole lot easier to build the roof. For me, building the roof of the Japanese castle on the first story actually went really well, but Japanese castles tend to have multiple layers, so there's the first layer, the second layer, and the third layer for my castle. And so, for me, I had to start getting ready to build the second layer. Now, first I actually did have to finish the roof, which did take a decent amount of time, but once I figured it out, I started building the pillars for the second story, and it actually worked out really nicely, because once I looked at it from a distance, it was just cool. I'm gonna be honest with you, this castle looked cool even before it was finished. But I still had to place wool on the sides of the pillars so that way it would have a nice wall, and then I had to build the second story's roof, which took just as long as the first story's roof, which is surprising because it is much, much smaller. But thankfully, the second roof was a whole lot easier because it was a little bit smaller, and also because I'd done this before on the first roof and the roof of the second, or the, what am I saying, second, of that storage building or whatever building is outside. Building the third floor was no different than the other 2 floors, so I won't bore you with it for long. Saying simply, build pillars, place wool, build roof, and a little bit different because the roof is actually kind of pointy at the top now, but still kind of the same thing. And there we go, guys. That is my Japanese castle, but we are not done yet. In fact, we are nowhere near done because we have a lot of interior design to work on because as you guys can see, if we just head inside the castle right now, it is very, very hollow, which means I need to fix that. So let's get this started. Building this giant castle in Minecraft, I decided to just focus on building the floors for the interior of this castle for now, because I really want to just surprise you guys with how cool this castle looks in just a moment, but first I want you guys to see how this castle's floors are laid out. So pretty much because this castle is built in layers, I had to build 2 floors just for 1 floor, if that makes any sense. And as you can see, I built a floor on top of a floor so that it looks like it's a natural floor. Wow, I said floor a lot in that sentence. And then I did the same for the second and third story. So, without wasting any more of your guys' precious time, let's just get right into showing you guys how this castle looks and what I did on the interior. And I'm gonna give you guys a little tour. Now, if we head all the way up these steps and take a right, we will see our first destination to our left, which is just a small building, which is simple but very nice. Personally, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it, but we have it anyways. Maybe like a small guard building or something, who knows. I'm also planning on adding a small grass garden right here, and if you guys want me to continue this world and make it into like my own mini series of making a massive Japanese civilization, I can do that. And then someday I maybe will make a European civilization, who knows. But we can't go too far without checking out this first room, which is going to be a small little like either a guard room or pretty much where people can practice their sword fighting, maybe even a little bit of archery, who knows. But then if we head up these steps, we will be, and that also wasn't there, I swear. And again, if we head up these steps, there is a nice room for battle. So if someone tries to attack me right here, I just go around, hit, oops, hit. I'm breaking everything right now, I swear. Alright, and pretty much, we can also shoot out of these. Well, in reality, we would be able to. In Minecraft, we really can't. But this would allow us to shoot at oncoming invaders in reality. And also, there is a nice spot for, viewing the sunset. Yeah. And for the final steps, we actually have to crouch to get up here, which is, again, an intentional design. And there are no lights up here. There is a reason for that. Because if someone's sneaking in here or trying to kill me, I can hide with my katana right here and then just jump out, cut their head off or something. That was very graphic, wasn't it? Regardless, I could. And also, if someone was sneaking up these steps, use my bow and arrow. Instant KO. And again, similar to the second story, we also have a spot where we can shoot arrows out of. And heading back outside, I just want to take a second and admire this craftsmanship because I think I did a really nice job with this castle. And now, although people would typically add like these corner like things, I do want to add my own little touch to this because this is my castle. It's not like 100% pure like ancient Japan castles, which would have them, but I, again, want to add. And another touch that I'm going to add is a montage. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and enjoy. And because this is my first montage, don't expect it to be good. Okay? And now guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, I would like to say make sure to like and subscribe. It does help me out a ton, and I don't want to force you guys to do it, so if you guys don't want to, you don't have to. But again, it would help me out a ton in reaching my goal of, you know, becoming a decently sized YouTuber. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.